Hello everyone, it's Annabella here. If you don't know me, I'm a tarot reader that loves doing readings on celebrities, especially when it comes to their relationship. Lately, I've been watching these short Chinese dramas that are only about 2 to 3 hours long, and I came across a couple who are actually married in real life. They've done like 20 dramas together, which is kind of wild. To be honest, the drama itself can be super cheesy and the acting is uneven, but it's also really entertaining and fun to watch. Let's take a look at their relationship energy today. Remember though, this is a celebrity reading mainly for entertainment. Take everything with a grain of salt, since I obviously don't know these people personally. But yeah, let's get started. I'm excited to see what their energy looks like. The first card we have here for Bai Xinyi and Zhu Yiwei is the Three of Swords. Now, that's quite a depressing card. It immediately makes me wonder if there's a history of mental health struggles with one or even both of them. I'm bringing this up because when I haven't read for a couple before, the first card often gives me a sense of their past or the emotional backdrop of their relationship. So with this being the starting energy, it feels like either before they met or right around the time they were getting to know each other, there was some kind of emotional heaviness, maybe depression or just a situation that left them feeling really low. It's sad, honestly. I feel like we're so used to seeing celebrities presenting their best selves and trying to radiate positivity all the time. But the truth is, a lot of them are dealing with things behind the scenes that they haven't always talked about. These two are definitely smaller celebrities compared to others I've read on this channel. So maybe their way of coping is through escaping or leaning on the people who truly love and support them. Anyways, next we have the Eight of Wands. I feel like I'm getting a little wordy with this couple, but I can't help it. I'm really interested in them right now. Since this is my first time reading for them, I'm trying to get a clear picture of their story. The energy here is telling me that their relationship moved really quickly. This card is all about fast momentum and sudden shifts, so it feels like meeting each other was kind of a light switch moment, like something just clicked and everything started changing fast. I'm also getting this swept off their feet kind of vibe, not just in a physical way, but emotionally too. It's like the feelings came in strong and all at once. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it does feel very much like love at first sight, or at least something that sparked immediately. That's probably why their relationship moved forward so quickly. They both just knew what they wanted with each other from the start, perhaps? Then we have the Devil card. Now, this fast-paced momentum between them isn't necessarily a bad thing. There are plenty of couples who meet and get married quickly, and they still last forever. That's definitely still possible, but here's the catch. With them, they're working together, and their fame might actually be tied to the relationship itself. And with me and my tarot cards, the messages aren't super fluffy. They're usually pretty direct, kind of logical even. So even when a card like the Devil shows up, which can look scary, it's just showing a realistic side of things. And honestly, this is a really unique relationship. We don't often see couples in the entertainment industry who can work together openly, though the Devil sometimes represents toxic relationship. I wouldn't necessarily use it to describe them, but they definitely are in a relationship that comes with more complications or restrictions than usual. It's not about material things, it's more about the way they have to navigate everything so carefully. Their feelings, their goals, their works, it's all intertwined, and that means they probably have to put in extra effort to keep everything balanced. The fourth card we have here is the King of Wands. With this card, I feel like Zhu Yiwei is super attracted to his wife. He really loves her. I get the feeling that he's the one who takes more of the lead in the relationship. It's not that she doesn't love him, of course not. But he feels like the person who probably makes more of the decisions. He really comes across as the head of the household. But at the same time, he would do anything to make her happy. He takes care of her in his own way. The King of Wands also gives off this possessiveness energy. I feel like maybe that's why he gets jealous a lot. So yeah, I think this king is here to just represent him. Okay, lastly, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is where I started to stress a little about how the relationship is really different because there's work involved. And since this is a pentacle card, it represents giving and receiving. Yes, there is a balance of that in their relationship, but with the pentacles here, it most likely points to how their connection is tied to their work life as well. Now that all five cards are out, I noticed something. There are no cups card in this reading, which usually represents emotion. Instead, there's a lot of wands energy, and that tells me there's definitely strong attraction and passion here. But it also makes me think that maybe the raw emotional side of the relationship has shifted already since they're already married. It's not so much about emotional highs and lows anymore. It's more about how they can keep working on this marriage, how they can grow it together, and the effort they're putting in to make it last forever. But yeah, I'll be cheering them on and watching their journey because I think they're really sweet together. If there's anything that makes me a little nervous, is that they are still youngish, but then they're not that young either, right? So I'll just be hoping they keep communicating, keep growing, and keep loving each other for the rest of their lives because it's a continuous process that needs consistent work. Also, this isn't a future reading, so I'm going to leave it here for now. That's it for today's reading. Just a reminder, tarot is based on energy, and as the person interpreting that energy, I'm not claiming to be 100% accurate. Please stay grounded, use your own judgment, and keep an open mind. If you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, check out the description for my contact info or visit my Etsy store. Pricing details are in the channel description. Feel free to leave your requests in the comments, but I do prioritize paid readings. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.